Greetings, Medford, Oregon. We're here in North Medford High School with Johnathan Biss, the soloist with the Britt Orchestra tonight, 7:30 p.m. We're playing Beethoven's First Piano Concerto. He's playing Beethoven's First Piano Concerto. And, well, sure. And then we'll play Shostakovich's Ninth Symphony. So quite a contrast there in terms of the voices that are being presented, the messages that are being presented. I've had the pleasure of knowing Johnathan for, over 10 years now, and although our paths haven't crossed that often in terms of playing together, I've seen him now play in 4 different states and 2 continents, and was struck this week by the beautiful voice that he's bringing to the Britt Music Festival at a time when everyone is still battling the smoke and still battling the circumstances. And it brought into my mind questions sort of about the mission statement. What are we doing here when we're displaced off the hill and moved to a marvelous high school auditorium, as high school auditoriums go? What are we trying to communicate? And it dawned on me that in terms of being displaced and having lots of variables in our lives as musicians, this is something that you're dealing with literally on a weekly basis.
Yes.
And was wondering if you would speak a little bit about your mission statement as you bring your voice from place to place and travel the world. And I know it's a large question, but it's an important question. What is the goal?
Well, I think it's to communicate music and what music has meant to me in my life. I can't begin to imagine, or at least I shudder to imagine what my life would be like without music, what kind of a person I would be without music. It's been, for sure, the greatest gift to me to have had music in my life from birth, basically, and to have it as an outlet to express parts of myself that otherwise would go unexpressed.
Yes.
And living with these pieces, which are so staggeringly great, and also, to use the example at hand, so filled with fun and joy as well. It is the most unbelievable gift. And so I think wherever I am, whatever the circumstances, my mission statement, to use your term, is to share that in as true a way as possible.
It's such an interesting notion, right? Because as students, particularly through the conservatory system, and then through the sort of chamber music and voice building stages that we go through as musicians, I think the very healthy message that we often receive is that our job is to respect the wishes of the score. First and foremost, it's almost put up on a pedestal. But as I grow a little bit older, I'm thinking a lot about the notion of my relationship with that as being a large part of what our goal here is expressing that relationship. And I wonder...
Yeah, I don't think of trying to be faithful to a score as a passive or a submissive act. I think that when you're dealing with great pieces of music, there is so much in them that the more you delve into them, the more you find, and the more of yourself that you can express in the process. That I don't think you should be in awe of the music. I don't think you should be subservient to music. You should try to find some way to meld yourself with it.
Well, it's a beautiful thing when it happens, and it's amazing.
Hard to do.
Oh, it's terribly hard to do. I feel like it's a lifetime pursuit.
Totally.
But this concerto that you're playing tonight is actually, it's a massive work, and it's his first piano concerto after, I guess, attempting a few times to put something out there.
The concerto that got published as number 2 is actually written earlier. So I think in some technical sense it's number 2, but it's still very much an early piece.
Sure.
And yet so ambitious, like bursting at the seams everywhere.
That's exactly what I'm feeling as you're playing too, and you sort of feel Beethoven in an improvisatory spirit, sort of. I think that's a great way to put it. It's bursting at the seams with this joyful, these joyful runs and melodies and colors, and you get a picture of the depth that's coming. And I wonder if that doesn't point to that improvisatory nature doesn't point to exactly what you're saying, that we're looking to keep these things alive through our own voices. And
Absolutely. I think, one of the big challenges of being a performer is you have to learn the music really well. And then there is this danger that in the process, the sense of discovery gets a little bit lost. And so I think that's one of the things I think about a lot when I play, is how to preserve the sense of discovery with pieces that I've practiced for many, many hours, and in some cases played dozens, if not hundreds of times. That it's not that I want to consciously do something different, because that's kind of imposing something on the music, but just sort of to really feel as I listen and play that I'm experiencing it for the first time.
Yes.
And I mean, with like music that I would describe as good, that's hard to do. But with great music, the music kind of keeps suggesting new possibilities.
Isn't that lovely? It reminds me of the basic maintenance that's necessary in any sort of relationship.
Yeah.
And when you're in a great one, it doesn't seem like a task, does it?
No, or it's a task that you're very happy to be practicing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think that the breath of fresh air that you've brought to the Britt Festival this week, with the colors that you're making, it's opened my ears, and sitting in the back of the bass section, I am feeling more alive in terms of my contribution, and it's just a joy to listen to your ideas. They seem fresh, it feels fresh, and it's a wonderful change of pace as compared to the sort of smoky atmosphere that we've all been dealing with.
Thank you very much.
Really looking forward to your playing tonight.
Thank you, and I hope that it really does bring a change in terms of the smoky atmosphere as well.
There's little we can do, but this is a wonderful addition, and I think that it's a concert not to be missed tonight at North Medford High School, 7:30 p.m. The Britt Orchestra bringing some fresh Beethoven and some hefty Shostakovich your way. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks.